Hello, welcome back to Ballroom Feed and another Technique Tuesday. Today we're going to be talking about what is the difference between the salsa and the merengue. So of course they're two Latin dances that are kind of like cousins just because they're in the same kind of family of dance styles, but they are quite different. So we're going to be talking about some basic things. Obviously the originations of them and all of that is quite different as well, but we'll just talk about kind of the dance aspect of it today. So merengue, we have basically a marching basic, right? So we're changing our weight every single step, no matter what we're doing. So if I'm stepping in place, we're just changing our weight like this. If we go to the side, we're just changing. If we turn, we're changing. So it's a lot more flexible than salsa, for example, which is a little bit more structured. Not that merengue can't be structured, but there's a lot more freedom and almost like no wrong answers as long as you're changing your weight each time. It almost resets every 2 steps because you could kind of start something new at that point. But salsa is very structured. Today I'm going to be talking about salsa on 1, even though salsa on 2 is basically the same steps with this slightly different timing. So salsa, we have a rock step beginning, which has to go something like this, and then has to go something like this. So we have to complete this basic here to do anything else, to restart. We couldn't do like half of this basic, for example, and then go into half of the side basic unless that was a variation. Like there's just so many more rules in salsa, even though it definitely is a flexible style as well. A big difference also is the timing. So the timing of merengue stays the same throughout. It's just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, stepping and changing on every count, where salsa is going to be quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow throughout. So that means we're gonna go quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. So there's a rhythm change, where merengue, it stays the same throughout. So that's a little bit harder as well. With the numbers for salsa on the 1, it would go 1, 2, 3, hold 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 8. So there's a rhythm change in salsa, there's no rhythm change in merengue, okay? So that's the other difference. So obviously the patterns are very different. So merengue is a lot easier because it's not as specific. Like for example, when you're doing a right turn, you could take 4 steps to get around. You could do 8 steps. You could even do 6 steps or even 2. So there's a lot more flexibility with that, where when you're doing a right turn in salsa, it has to be something like this. We're stepping forward, rotating, closing our feet and switch, and we have to do it in that amount of time for that specific pattern. So it's just more specific. It's a little bit more challenging. The music in merengue is fast, but also salsa, because of the rhythm change and because of the level of the patterns and difficulty, it's much harder, especially as a beginner. So those are just some basic little differences between the two styles. I hope that made sense for you. And I definitely recommend starting with merengue if you're brand new, and then working your way to salsa, because it definitely will make your life a lot easier. And you'll see a lot of the same positions, like arms and things like that, and competencies, so ideas like right turn, left turn, for example. So it's kind of nice to start with merengue and then work your way up, because then you'll be like, oh, I know what the cradle is, or I know what the hammerlock is because I did it in merengue. So it's much easier because it's one less thing to learn in the salsa, if that makes sense. So those are just some basic things that are different. Of course, the music styles are also different to go with the rhythms. I feel like that one's kind of obvious, but other than that, there's probably a lot more that I didn't cover. There's just some basic elements. Okay guys, be sure to check out our website, ballroomfeed.com, where we teach both the salsa and merengue, along with many other styles with a partner, so go check it out. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up so we know, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.